Greetings and salutations, everyone. My name is Samurai Schultz, and welcome to Unreal Engine. So, feels like it's been a while. I haven't streamed since last Saturday, I think. Right? Yeah. Um, yeah, I've just been having some sleeping problems, but I am doing okay right now. I'm doing okay. And you might have noticed in the title of this stream that it's the secondary title, I guess you could call it, is Rapid Iteration. And that's what this one's all about. Because I'm kind of realizing some key takeaways every so often, every session or so of doing level design. And that is, well, the first one I learned was not to focus on details too much. And the second one that kind of goes hand in hand with that is rapid iteration. Like here, I was taking way too much time to like do these, customize and like make it look really good. And even more so right here until eventually we were just out of time and I was like, "Oh, I'll just do this. I'm just going to rapidly iterate." And it looks about the same quality. I think that this right side almost looks better. I did all of this in like 60 seconds. This took me like 10 minutes. At least 10 minutes. So that's kind of the goal right now is we're trying to find some work which I can rapidly iterate on. Um right here for example, we have stairs going up to that tower. Um let's see. Level design. Let's see. Stairs to tower in lower bridge section. And what else could we do? So we have that. Oh, and then the tower itself. Finish that tower mentioned above. So we're gonna finish that tower. And we want to finish that pillared bridge right here. Finish first pillared bridge in upper bridge section. Nope. Okay. So again, we're trying to do some reasonable goals. That's another takeaway that we've gotten. So we got 3 total. We have don't focus on details too much. And then the one that goes hand in hand with that is rapid prototyping, or iteration is what I called it. And then what was the one I just said? Oh yeah, scope. Or reasonable goals. Because we're doing an hour sprint here. And I'm not about to spend 10 minutes talking about what I'm going to do. So, yeah. Anyways, oh yeah. And then we could probably do this as well. I think that's reasonable. So let's see. Finish bridge in lower bridge section. Pillared bridge. Pillared bridge. I gotta specify. Finish pillared bridge. Okay. And let's go. We are just gonna have at it. What's our, okay. Yeah, now we can see much better. Okay, maybe up a couple more. Yeah, I really should have this set to like 50. Let's start off at 50. Um yeah, okay. Nice. Okay. And I'm just going to take that and we are going to go down again. Oh, so while I've been out the past couple days, I tried playing a game that you may have heard of. It's called the Forever Winter. And it's from this studio called Fundog Studios. And their whole shtick is we don't want to be like other AAA devs that, have paid in-game cosmetics and, you know, $70 $70 games that are buggy and dysfunctional or non-functional, and basically just they're kind of advocating proper for proper ethics in the video game industry. And I can appreciate those things. And I do. However, I tried the demo for the game. I think, oh, actually, let me back up. I think one thing that they said was they don't think a game should ever cost more than $40. Which I'm like, maybe. Maybe not for a double A game. Arguably for a triple A game, but you know, if a game was really good, I might be willing to put down $70 for it. Don't try to put a limit on what I can spend. But anyway, I played the demo for their game, and the game is in early access, admittedly, but I was not impressed. Because the trailer, I was so hyped for this game, by the way. The trailer looks amazing. Um, it looks phenomenal. I love like the design philosophy. I love the kind of the lore behind it. That was so cool to me. That was just mind blowing how well thought out it seemed. Um, I was definitely very hyped for it. Um, and the functionality of it just kind of fell flat on me. Because, well, actually, let me figure out what I'm doing next. So we've got this done, basically. Hold up, let me. Whoops. Okay, we do not need that many pillars. Why? Wish I had the little slider on it. Let's see, 6. Will 6 do? Yes, it will do. Perfect. And the reason I have that there is for an aqueduct that we may implement, maybe not. Not if that's fine, we can just move it back. But yeah, like the player movement, just very janky. The controls are counterintuitive. Um, to not every control, but like if you let's take the shotgun for example that you start out with. So that shotgun, um, we're not going to use those stairs. Those stairs suck. Remember, they're very bad stairs. Um, the shotgun, for example, is it's got a 5 round chamber or whatever. It's got 5 shots. I don't know if that's the technical term for it. So you have to reload after 5 shots. Um, but with that, like when you reload with a shotgun, you're putting each shell in, right? You're not just taking a mag out and then putting a new one in. If you're just reloading one shell, it does the exact same animation as if you were loading 5 shells, which to me doesn't make sense. Less shells equals less time. Like, duh. Like, there's going to be the time to open the slide. That should be its animation. And then there's should be an animation for loading each bullet. And there's not. So that was kind of frustrating to go through from a player perspective. Just like, what? Like, why do we not have the right animations? But anyways, I could see myself looking past that potentially. Another problem was, this is a huge one, is the terrain. Huge problem. Because there's some bits that look like you can move past them and you can't. There's some meshes, and by the way, the game is made in Unreal Engine. So I kind of expected there to be a standard of quality to it, and there just wasn't. But a lot of meshes you could just easily clip through because they didn't have the collision set correctly on it. There was like one part of the map where there were 2 beams coming out of the ground, and like the character could totally fit through them, and there was like a space beyond where you could physically be, but you couldn't go between the bars. You had to go around. And that is really stupid. Like it does not feel good to play with that level of quality. And just to give context, this is a survival extraction game. So you go in, you get some supplies while evading enemies, and then you get out. And yeah, it's just I don't know. I thought that the trailer looked cool and whatnot. I just didn't have the funds for it, and I'm glad I didn't hype buy it because that would have been disastrous. Um okay. Here's where the rapid iteration comes in. Okay, so let's see if I can shoot. Nope. Okay. Okay. And yeah, but like when you use shift to sprint, it decreases your look sensitivity, which is fine. Like that seems like a realistic mechanic. That's cool. That's a mechanic that I've thought of using myself. But you can't strafe sprint. Like you can't use W and D to like sprint forward and right or forward and left, for example. And that's just I can't stand that. I get so irritated by that. That is really annoying. Cuz to me, you should just be able to sprint. And you can't sprint towards the camera. The only way that you can move is away from the camera. So we're basically you have to be looking wherever you're moving. You can't like yeah. It feels really bad. It feels really really bad to play. I hope that's easily imaginable, but it's just yeah. Okay, and then this, let's grab the rotation of this. We're gonna copy that, paste it there. And we're actually going to turn this around. Like so. And let's bring this there. Okay, and then bring it this way again. And we can do one more at the top. Oh, actually, we need to adjust the height. Okay, nice. And then we can bring this over. Whoops. Should have used that. Okay. Whoops, I keep duplicating by accident. Okay. So there's that. There's the terrain. Also the fact that you take crazy fall damage. Like the fall damage is actually like it scales like exponentially for every meter that you fall. And it feels really like overly punishing. I get it's supposed to be a punishing game, but like the character that you start off with is literally called Old Man. Not like oh his name's Henry and he's an old man. Like he's called Old Man and he looks like he should be in hospice. And the that kind of fits in with the theme that they're going for, which is you are not the main character, you are weak. And the enemies that are fighting all around you should not be trifled with. But it just sucks. It just sucks to um it sucks to not have like at least a somewhat competent character to play with, especially when you're just starting out. It just feels really 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 bad. So yeah, I had started off like my first attempt at playing the game. I hated it, died super quickly. Um, and I gave it a few more tries until like just a bunch of run-ins with the just with the movement and with enemies just being absolutely relentless and way faster than you all the time. I'm just like, nah. Nope. I think like the a good rule for uh for designing a game for your player base is don't don't have the sweats in mind when you are designing the game. Well, okay, maybe not quite that. Because you do want people to, really play your game. Maybe not cause addiction, but you do want them to play the game. Um, I just mean that you shouldn't. Well, actually, yeah, you should have the sweats in mind, as in, you shouldn't incentivize uh, you shouldn't incentivize people creating tendencies where they grind for 1800 hours before they actually start having fun. Because that's not really a game and it causes undue stress. And yes, the gamers are making that decision. I get that. But ethically speaking, there's pretty questionable. Pretty questionable. I don't like it. I think it's bad practice, generally speaking. Okay. You know what? I'm actually gonna undo that. Okay. We are going to how do we support that? We could use some columns, I suppose. How big are these? Standard scale, okay. Hmm. Hmm. Maybe we take something a little bit bigger. And that's not at all bigger. But anyways, yeah. Uh After playing that for about 4 hours, I rage quit with such an intensity that it compelled me to talk about it today. And the thing is, like, for most games, well, not most games. For a lot of games, in my estimation, you're still going to have a large fan base that doesn't care that they have to grind 1800 hours because that just becomes their life. I feel like they just are like, "Oh, this is it now. Great game, fun dog." But the game, at the rate it's going, it's not going to it's not going to gain any popularity and it may end up losing some of its player base if it doesn't adapt. And also this is one mechanic a lot of people complain about. I never even got far enough into the game to complain about this, but every time, well, actually not every time, but your shelter called the innards is it, it's basically constantly on a timer where it consumes water. It's like one unit of water every 24 hours. And if you come back to the game and your water has gone to zero, then you will have to fight off water thieves. And I guess if you die in there, then you have to restart your whole game, I think. Or you lose all your loot, something. Um, and that's frustrating because it kind of creates a sense of FOMO. So again, it's like you need to play this game and play it a lot, otherwise you'll get consequences that you could not have foreseen unless you knew about this. Um, yeah. So I'm not pleased with the game. Thankfully, we got Arc Raiders coming out for Summer Game Fest, so I'm super jazzed about that. That's gonna be sweet. I'm really excited for that. A game like actually worth dropping like $40 on. Because I think that's gonna be the price. I'm pretty sure. And then along those same lines, we have another Extraction game releasing a playtest in June here. Very soon. And that would be Expedition into Darkness, the game that I will never stop glazing because, wow, it's just such a great game. Just, yeah. It's like Arc Raiders in some ways, where the quality is just so high and it's got like this amazing atmosphere that I never would have expected from a game of its caliber. Like for I don't know why, but the aesthetic for some of the characters in Arc Raiders um kind of gives me the feeling that they're like not the type of studio to care about um cosmetics and like or like they're not the type of studio like to actually put in quality work. I don't know why I feel that way, but let's see, what's the difference between these two? But yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of how it feels, I guess. Um, this is fine. We can leave that like that. Man, I really wish I could. Oh wait, duh. I have a modular tool just for this. Modular stairs, new level art tools. Okay. And we're gonna make that bridge column. Beautiful. Okay. I'm actually going to go use the restroom. I will be right back. Back. What does that even do? Oh, it shows up on the screen. Oh, that's cute. I have like this I have this streaming deck for macros. Okay, we need to set this to something a little bit better. I don't like that this is not an even number, so let's see. 13,350. Let's see. So the difference is going to be 3.133. So whatever they are, we're going to just do minus 3.133. Never mind that. Okay, it doesn't matter. You know what? Screw it. Let's just... Nope, not that way. Okay. Remember, we're trying to rapidly prototype. So we gotta give these some support. Wait. We just need to go... Right, okay. Just gotta make it go across. This one's gonna go down. It's gotta go to the side. Okay. Okay. Boom. Okay. And we just need some more... Yeah. Yeah, it's fine. We could have used the modular stairs, but we finished it just okay. So, it's alright. So we got these towers here. We need a circular platform. Or some kind of platform here. Or maybe we don't. Maybe we just need a cylinder. Whoa. Yeah, so let's get this cylinder in here. And we're gonna upscale that a ton. Dude, this texture is so interesting. This is fascinating. Okay. What's the center of this? All right, let's take that and paste it there. Now it should be spread pretty well across. Okay, I'm gonna increase it a little bit. And then I'm gonna decrease, whoops. I'm gonna unlock that, then decrease the height. Okay, nice. Now we just need to... Can I change its material? Man, I must be able to change its material somewhere. Okay. Wait. Yes. Okay. Wood. Walnut. Sure. Okay. wood. Okay. I guess I just need a material instance because the materials aren't working. What if I assign something to this? Yeah, it doesn't make it pink. Okay. Anyway, let us go to Fab. Okay, now we're just gonna look for wood material. What? Wild? I did not type that in. Did I really? What? Did I really type that in? Man, I'm cuckoo. I am going cuckoo. Wood material pack. Sure. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's use that. Whoa, why is it taking so long? Holy moly. Probably because I'm streaming, actually. Using some bandwidth. Um, Okay. So while that's downloading, the stairs work. Yes. Oh my goodness. Oh, they're throwing balls. They're throwing them. That's crazy. Ow. They're throwing them so fast I can't even, And he's running away. Man, this guy is overpowered. Well, I think I'm gonna die. So after a bit, I should... Yep, okay. And I gotta fix that attack animation, obviously. What, did I just pick up a key? What? Oh, that? No, that needs a particle effect on it. I did not see that. Okay, anyways. Let's get back to work here. Okay, so finish the pillared bridge, stair to tower, and lower bridge section. We did that. Finish tower mentioned above. Okay, so we're still working on that tower. So I think pretty much I'm just going to... make some interesting height variation, I guess. All we need is wood material for that, and then we'll be okay. Oh, yeah. Man, this is a big wood material pack. What the heck? Anyway. Finish first pillar bridge in upper. Oh, yeah, we can do that. Okay. Remember, rapidly iterating. Okay. Actually, I'll keep that. And then we've got this. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay. And then, oh, actually, it's just gonna be these three. And then, I held Alt. Weird. Okay. Okay. So that's gonna go all the way down. Wow. I'm just forgetting realism right now. I'm just not gonna even try to fix that. Um, this. Oh, we still need to fix the roof for this. This ceiling is really bad. Okay, what do I do exactly here? Right, I think I was talking about doing a curved roof or a pillared, or sorry, some kind of vaulted ceiling, basically. So either a triangular roof or curved roof. What do I have in here? Probably not much in the way of roofs. Dum 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 dum. Smart, 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 smart. No, 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 no. Dum 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 dum. Use material override. Oh wait, do I have to check use material override on this? What overrides are there? Override distance. Huh. Okay, I think what I'm gonna do is just could chunk and then chunk that, and then chunk that, and then and then and then chunk and y. Oh, okay, I see. Okay. Got it. Okay. Let's see what it looks like. You can't really see it inside, I suppose. Outside. Outside. I'm realizing that we need to move it down. Manual instance count. I think I'm gonna move that there. Oh, actually, I'll leave that there for now. But I'm gonna move this over here. And then we'll just increase our instance count. Not gonna lie, if I did not have this tool, I would be kind of cooked. This is extremely nice. That should be 39. I don't know why the hell that text is there. Oh, this is kind of cool. Actually, I like this. I'm so sorry for all that debug text on screen. I do not know why that's there. Okay, the nav mesh is going to have to be fixed. Because they do not see me. Okay. It feels kind of interesting. It's not too bad. Oh, wait, we got the thingamabobber. The you know, go with the thing. Wood material pack. Materials. There's our material instances. Yeah. Okay. So we've got, okay, they all have wood in their name. Please work. Okay. So what about this one? That looks like diarrhea. I mean, they're all gonna look fairly stretched out and kind of crappy. But that's amenable. I'm okay with this. This is acceptable. Okay, so we got that. Ooh. Just had a wave of tiredness hit me. Okay, the fire, it looks bad, but we're gonna figure out how to deal with it. So I'm gonna just take the location, copy, and then paste, and then we're gonna move it up. That looks pretty good. That actually looks pretty nice. Whoops. Okay, let's look for... Oh, and I need to fix this. Yeah, that's the problem with increasing the size of things, is the collision tends to break. Unfortunately. Okay, let's use that. Okay. Where's the stairs? I can't... Oh, there's rocks in front, so of course it's not gonna work. Oh, I see him. Okay. Right there. Can I go back up? Because I should be able to go back up. That's not good if I can't. Man. Wow. Like, I'm just, like, so far deep into the floor. It's crazy. I think I'm just gonna get some. I'm gonna get some tiles here. Okay. Can I step up from this platform? Nice, nice, nice. Okay. And I can go that way. But I can also get stuck. There. That's fine. We'll fix it later. Out of my way. Okay. We're just trying to get the flow right now. Okay, so I can't go back, but it is pretty obvious if you just look in for a second as the player. You can think, oh yeah, I'm not going to be able to go back. There's no way up, and there's no climbing in this game. Okay. And invisible walls is something that we desperately need. Well, do we really need it? I'm not sure. Because the whole point of creating this game for me and for my partner was to um practice our level design skills, and I am definitely doing that. But I'm not sure that putting in invisible walls would really help with level design skills or really have any pedagogical objective, because I mean, all you have to do is just find a transparent mesh and then just put a ton of them around the edge. Well, actually, that would be exhausting. There's no way. There's got to be a simpler way than that. Probably splines, actually. You'd probably use splines. Um, yeah, that's probably the way, now that I think about it. You put one for the inside, one for the outside, something like that, basically. Um, we gotta fix all these American cheese tables. Meat storage. Yeah, wow, he's really going at it. That is cool. Oh, I think I was here before actually in another stream. Interesting. These displays are unique. I like them. That is a cool looking piece of meat. And it's like stabbing right into the flesh. That's so cool. Okay. So did we finish everything we said we would? Finish pillared bridge and lower bridge section. We did that. Stairs to tower in lower bridge section. Yep, we did that. We also got the tower done. There's a couple enemies up there. That's like the main thing, but there's not really anything interesting up there. And then we also have finish first pillar bridge in upper bridge section. Yep, we extended those pillars down all the way to the water. And there's an enemy on the bridge to make it interesting. Okay. Yeah, I think that's about it then. So I'm going to save all that and exit out. We're going to commit. Oh. It's okay. I just need to install Git large file storage on this repository. and then we'll be okay. We'll be okay. And I did it for another project, so I know I can do it. I'm just gonna cancel that for now. I'll fix it in a bit. Wait a second. No, I just realized something. I didn't switch to the right sub level when I committed my when I put my actors in. So, shoot. Okay. Well, anyways, I need to figure out how to install Git LFS on this. Let's see. So while I was not doing my stream at my usual time today, well, not during that exact time, but a little bit later, I created a new personal schedule that's going to bring some more interesting content into my stream and hopefully enrich you and me both. So, yeah, I think I'm going to end it there. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it. I'll be streaming next tomorrow from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. And we'll be doing some level design then. Probably, let me see here, actually. It's on my calendar. Put everything on my calendar. Actually, yes, yep. No, we're actually going to be we're going to be working on a project in Unreal Engine called Hot End, the one I've mentioned before, and then we'll be doing Blender in the second hour. So yeah, that's the plan for tomorrow. And again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Farewell.